Hey, how's it going? It's Acc Thursday, 6th of May 2021. We're looking at the papers. First up, New York Times. There's a picture of a couple of riot police officers and a bus on fire in Colombia. They've been ignoring this story for a while, but there it is now. COVID story. Biden endorses effort to share vaccine secrets. Okay, the Biden administration supports waiving intellectual property protections for coronavirus vaccines. Doesn't mean that the companies will have to do anything. Let's see how it goes. Picture of a man in a fishing boat, uncertain course for Scotland. So elections in Scotland may lead to another independence referendum, hopefully. Down the bottom, shots are slowing in the US. Now that the eager have gotten vaccinated, supply is beginning to exceed demand in many places. Okay, I guess that's something we're going to see play out across the world. New York Times International Edition, picture from yesterday. Mexico, the collapse of the metro line. China quickly goes electric. Enormous factories put country in position to fill growing world demand. Alright, down the bottom, human interest story about dancers using the shutdown to try out a new role, motherhood. Alright, opinion piece on the left, Afghan war began and ends bloody. Alright, USA Today, Biden aims for 70% vaccinated by July 4th. On the left, Proud Boys reap funds from Asian Americans. Okay, so the Proud Boys, they're a far-right group, were founded by one of the co-founders of Vice, Gavin McInnes, were involved in the storming of the Capitol and Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville a few years ago. Extremist group profits from fears of people who fled leftist regimes. Makes sense, I guess. After months home, inmates face lockup. Okay, so this is a story about federal prisoners who were released during the pandemic. It was too dangerous to be in prison and they said, wear an ankle tag, go home, it's all good. And now they're kind of saying, you need to come back to jail because pandemic's basically over. On the bottom left, stress majorly spiked around the globe in 2020. Yep, unsurprising headline of the day. Financial Times, nice picture of Nicola Sturgeon. Weather Eye. They really missed a trick there with that headline. They could have wrote Weather Eye, A-Y-E. Anyway, top left, Beijing syndrome, how companies fall hostage to China's demands. Yet more Sinophobia from the Financial Times, like every day that's there. Archegos heads for insolvency as banks seek redress for $10 billion loss. Okay, it's a big story in the financial world. Lots of money lost. Johnson's quote-unquote madman strategy put Brexit talks in turmoil. Barnier diary confides. So that's about Michael Barnier, EU's chief negotiator. Bottom left, USA Inc. slow to put words into action on racial justice. So that's like in the wake of the death of George Floyd, loads of companies pledged a lot of money, $50 billion to various racial equality programs, but only $250 million has been spent or pledged. Who would have thought? Irish Examiner, picture on the front of Jim Fitzpatrick, the famous artist who created that Che Guevara image that's there. That's nice. On the left, total ban on vulture funds on the cards. Okay, so the government trying to ban vulture funds buying up housing estates as they are built and before people can have a chance to buy them. Rapid self-test kits could end hotel quarantine. Something about broccoli soup. MPs fail to see exit implications. That's talking about Brexit. Okay, unsurprising headline as well. Irish Times, funds to be banned from buying up housing estates. Same story again. Picture on the front, people launching the Irish Tradfest. Spectators could return to sporting events in July. British soldiers accused of crimes during Troubles to get amnesty. Okay, quite a big story leading on from yesterday from the trial that fell apart. They're now going to give any veterans from the Troubles and I guess any veterans from the army amnesty for crimes committed in the line of duty, I guess. Opinion piece, Naomi O'Leary, the mystery of how Amazon can pay no tax while enjoying record pandemic revenues. It's not a mystery. They use tax loopholes and they funneled their profits through countries where they don't have to pay tax. We've known it for years. Irish Independent, picture on the front of a girl in a communion dress who's standing in front of a painting of a girl in a communion dress in a gallery. Okay. On the left, reveals the hidden cost of new price rules for alcohol. Many cans of beer to cost nearly €2 each. Okay. There probably will be riots over that. Housing Minister may be forced to vote against his own legislation. Okay, same story about the vulture funds. Irish Daily Mail, fight to be a financial feminist. Sounds like woke capitalism. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, on the right, dead at 59, Nick Cameron, the man who made all our hearts spin. That's the guy from some Levi's advert, which I'm too young to remember. Housing inflames coalition tensions. Same story again about the vulture funds. Irish Sun, human interest story down the bottom, true crime thing, celebrity stuff, football. The Echo, this the Cork paper, is it? Or Clare Echo, Cork, yeah. Alcohol patients up. People drinking more out of frustration. Yep. The Scotsman, nice picture there from the Isle of Geha. Polling starting in the elections today. On the right, Royal Navy to patrol Jersey port in Brexit fishing row. Okay, so they're sending in the Navy over to Jersey to help protect or whatever it is going on. Never has so much been at stake, Sturgeon tells voters. All right. Next up, The Guardian. Wow, Gordon Brown is on the front. He's still alive. Amazing. Brown makes final pitch for Labour votes in Scotland. Best of luck with that, Gordon. Tensions rise over Jersey as Prime Minister deploys armed boats. Okay, ratcheting it up here a bit. Number 10 says measure is precautionary in face of French blockade threat. Okay, so the French boats are threatening to blockade the port at Jersey if they can't get their licenses to fish like they normally do. Pandemic story, vaccine story, football. Daily Tory graph, Boris on a bike with his fist in the air. Doesn't really look like safe driving there, Boris. Prime Minister sends Navy to face the French in Jersey. 2 patrol vessels set sail as fishermen prepare blockade, and UK plans retaliation in power row. Okay, yes, they were going to cut the electricity to Jersey, was kind of what they said. Parents urge ministers to resist unions over masks in schools. Travel chiefs attack illogical testing rules, so corona stories again. And down the bottom, troubles prosecutions to be banned in law. And it says there they're going to use the Queen's speech next week to announce that they're giving immunity to all the veterans. All right. Times, English Times, troubles veterans protected. This story again. Big picture on the front of the HMS Severn, which is one of the boats on the way to Jersey. Navy ship sail for Jersey over row with France. Tories take 10-point poll cushion into election day. Okay, Tories in the lead. Daily Mail, William and Kate on the front for some reason, pointing at the camera. Dramatic escalation in standoff with French fishermen. Boris sends gunboats into Jersey. Wow, I think the Daily Mail are really hoping for a war. There hasn't been a war between England and France, I think, since Napoleon, around 1815 or something, so kind of overdue, I guess. Daily Express, Smile Kate, we're on our own YouTube channel. Haha, welcome to the club, gang. There's George Clooney making the biggest soy face I've seen this year. Well done, George. Boris sends gunboats to defend Jersey. Rah, rah, rah. Good stuff, Boris. iNewspaper, great picture on the front of Count Binface, the artist formerly known as Lord Buckethead, who I guess is running in the London mayor election. Great guy. Has a really great YouTube channel. Highly recommend checking it out. Count Binface. Football story. Holidays Abroad story, Royal Navy story down the bottom. Alrighty, Metro Bin Dependence Day. There's Count Binface again. He's great. He's a great guy, honestly, love him. Boris sends in the Navy. And the story about the 80s icon Levi's guy dying, RIP. Daily Star, human interest story about Trump on Twitter, pints. 79p for a bag of something or other at Tesco Club Card. Alright, great stuff. That appears to be it for the day. If you want to stay off corporate media, there's a link in the video description which you can click. Alright, take a handy. Good luck.